Hello, welcome back to BitBar. Today we're doing our quick and dirty restoration of our Capcom Big Blue cabinet, the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So today is team molding. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove all the existing team molding carefully, and then we'll go ahead and reel some new team molding out and get it laid in. You do want to be careful when you're removing the old T-molding because you can damage the slot. And if you do that, then you're going to end up having to do to repair the slot more than likely, and then recut it. So typically like rebondoing. I actually have an example here where the slot is pretty tore up. Right here underneath the control panel. As you can see, it's actually. It looks like someone at some point drilled something through the control panel, perhaps, into here, and the T-molding is practically just falling apart. So really the only way to properly get this to sit and have good T-molding on it, again, would be to probably fill this entire corner with Bondo, and then take a slot cutter in a router, and then run that through there to recut the slot in this section. I'm not going to take the time to do that, because again, this is sort of the quick and dirty restoration. I may come back at some point with this cabinet and do that properly, but for today I just don't have time. So again, you still want to be really careful removing it. You're still going to see, like here, like I did end up pulling some of that particle board out, even gently removing, and you want to be careful of that because again, you don't want to screw that slot up. So that's this side. Then we'll go ahead and remove the control panel T-molding on the other side. Oh, look, it has the same actual problem over here too. It's not as bad. The cut's not into the wood isn't nearly as bad. This will actually, these corners are pretty much hidden by the control panel anyway, the main panel on top. So it's not, it shouldn't look too terrible. So let's see, I'm actually going to have to pull the control panel off as well. The box, because it's going to be it's in the way of the last piece of the T-molding. It's kind of interesting on this cabinet. So the T-molding here, the one piece that goes around the main edges here is actually quite long, because it starts here, goes down all the way along underneath the bottom, then all the way up here, about almost 7 feet in the air, and then all the way back down, and then to here. So it's two big pieces of T-molding. To remove the control panel box, it's 3 bolts in here. So we've got one back here, one right here, and then the corresponding one over on this side. And then, yep, this is the other end of that T-molding. That's quite one piece of T-molding. Jeez. Go ahead and pull the other side now. So I knew that there was a crack in the wood in the top corner of this cabinet. I didn't realize how bad it was. So corner right here, same story, was just being held on by that T-molding. So we're gonna have to repair that. That's not gonna be, I don't wanna leave it back to being held on with just T-molding. So this video's now changed gears slightly. Let's get that corner fixed. All right, so step one here, we need to make sure any of the loose dust particles from the particle board here are cleaned out. Then we're just using some wood glue. We're putting it on both sides, so the one side here. Make sure you got good thick coverage. And then I'm going to put a little bit thinner up here since we've got quite a bit on the bottom. Yeah, I knew this corner was bad, I just did not realize it was this bad. Alright. Trying to keep it out of the T-molding slot that we're trying to retain. Seeing a little bit of it goop out the side here is actually a good thing. So I just got some warm soapy water here. As soon as we get the wood clean. We're going to go ahead and need to get this thing clamped, and probably for at least a good half hour, but probably more like overnight. So that's pretty tight in there, but I'm gonna have to add another clamp up top here. Because right now it's all bowed out. Yeah, you know, sometimes you're working on projects and think you're gonna get stuff done and then you just get derailed. What are you gonna do? Well, this corner is gonna be a lot stronger than it was before, at least. You know, I got one other C-clamp I could throw on there if I feel like I want to. Just to pull that backside edge in just a little bit. Alright, well, that's how I'm going to fix that corner for now. Alright. Clean up all my tools and call it a video. So we'll call this one removing T-molding and fixing a corner of a cabinet. How about that? Next video, we'll go ahead and throw the T-molding on, show you the tools I'm using to cut those and whatnot. Yeah, so look forward to that one. Thanks for subscribing. We'll keep pumping out these short videos. Hopefully this shorter format is working for people. Please give me some feedback if you like it, you don't like it, you prefer to see the longer formats. Maybe a little bit in between. I'm kind of feeling like I maybe ought to be in between, but I don't know. We'll see what these videos edit down to, but most of these videos I've shot in over the course of like 2 nights for the bulk of it. So we know we're moving right along through the project. Appreciate the subscriptions, appreciate the likes, appreciate the questions if you've got some.